the toe of this young kicker because he doesn't miss.
The players whose performances stood out from all the rest.
Are you kidding me? The new tackle king in the Canadian Football League.
From Vancouver, it's the 2014 CFL Awards. Here are your hosts, Matt Dunnigan and Chris Schultz.
Welcome to the 2014 CFL Awards. I'm Matt Dunnigan, and that right there is the big man, Chris Schultz. And Chris, what a season it's been. There's no better way to cap it off than gathering right here with all the best players around the league in Vancouver on Thursday night for the awards.
You know, Matt, you and I are former players, and as former players, we know what the pro football locker room is like. And 99% of the time, the individual accomplishment is major league suppressed. Whether it's the quarterback, the receiver, defensive back, even the kicker. When they have individual success, it's about the team. Not tonight. Tonight is about the individual. The one time these guys can shine and say, it's about me. And that's okay. Because when it's about you, it creates an identity, and the identity of the CFL is based on its players. We're going to have fun tonight.
Absolutely. Chris, again this year, there's a few players out there that prove that you don't have to have a lot of experience to have an impact on your team or in the league. And I'm talking about Tristan Opalaugo of the Toronto Argonauts and certainly Dexter McCoy of the Edmonton Eskimos.
First of all, good job with the Opalaugo.
Yeah.
I miss that one up all the time, but the man with the 5 syllables in his name was probably about 5 times better than any defensive lineman this year as a first-year player. Now, Dexter McCoy, we noticed him way back in June the 28th. It was Edmonton invaded the BC line, BC place, and they beat them 27-24. And it wasn't about quarterback. You and I were saying, who is number 45, Dexter McCoy? Both these guys have really bright futures.
Absolutely. And let's take a look at these young superstars up for the most outstanding rookie award in the Canadian Football League season.
Opalaugo from behind with the sack. Tristan O does it again. And it's picked by Dexter McCoy.
Dexter McCoy spent his first year in the CFL making life difficult for opposing offenses.
As he has been all game and all season, Dexter McCoy in the middle of it.
The Eskimos linebacker tied for the league lead with 6 interceptions, returning 2 for touchdowns. He also returned a fumble for a major and had 4 sacks and 67 tackles on a defense that gave up the fewest points in the CFL. It didn't take long for the Toronto Argonauts' Tristan Opalaugo to make an impact on the CFL.
Opalaugo gets home.
The first-year defensive end recorded 12 sacks this season, 5th best in the CFL, and best among rookies. He added 38 tackles, made 2 interceptions, and forced 2 fumbles for the Boatmen. And the 2014 most outstanding rookie is Dexter McCoy.
Oh, this award means everything. Like I said from my speech, it was given to my grandmother. She just passed away. I buried her yesterday. Her funeral was yesterday. And today she was supposed to be coming to the award first time out of the USA country. So I wanted to do that for her, but the Lord got a good soldier, so I'm just thankful that I can be able to represent her and her receive that award that she knew I was up for before she died. To be Rookie of the Year means a lot to me, so I'm really thankful and blessed.
Swayze Waters does it again. The rookie kicker continues to impress.
Rookie kicker Liram Hairelahu is one of the lone bright spots on a Blue Bombers offense that struggled this year.
Put it on the toe of this young kicker because he doesn't miss.
The St. Catharines, Ontario native hit 87% of his field goals, and his 159 kicking points was 4th best in the league. He was voted the club's top Canadian, top rookie, and top special teams player. When Argos kicker Swayze Waters lined up a kick this year, he rarely missed.
Swayze Waters having an outstanding year.
He made just over 90% of his field goals, which was tops in the CFL. He also led the league with 47 made field goals and 192 kicking points. His 53-yard field goal in Week 13 was the longest made in the CFL this year. And the 2014 most outstanding special teams player is Swayze Waters.
It's a huge honor for me. You know, you set out every season really to, you know, you kind of look forward, and that's what keeps you going, working in the off season, and you know, to put together a complete season, game in, game out for 18 weeks, and you know, looking back, it's pretty special for me. You know, I think just, you know, this being my 3rd year up here, learning the game, learning how to take care of my body, learning how to prepare, all that came together this season.
Still to come on the 2014 CFL Award, we take a look at the plays of the year from the CFL. Plus, the men in the trenches get their due. The outstanding offensive lineman is named when we come back.
Do you like that pen?
I love it.
Love it, love it? She does, she does. And did you know that it turns handwriting into text? Dad into mustache dad. And it even helps you find costumes for the party. Sorry, buddy. Wait, I'm not doing that.
Anyway.
Do you use that thing a lot?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Like the magic wand.
Well, in that case, abracadabra. Do everything faster and easier with the new, more powerful S Pen only on the Galaxy Note 4.
Portobello mushroom milk. I washed and folded my tidy-whities.
Help a friend move. Oh, let's with your niece. Snuck 11 items through the 10 or less lines.
Parallel parked my dad's car just fine.
People understated portobello mushroom milk. Best cheeseburger I've ever had. Rich portobellos all milky and cheesy. Earning one is deliciously easy. We need nothing.
Canadian Tire knows ice can mess with your visibility, so we're whipping up some nasty conditions at this drive-in to test winter wipers with our new -49 rated Reflex de-icer fluid. How's it looking, McGuire family?
Cuts right through the ice. We can see great.
Man, it's really coming down out there. Get great visibility with the Bosch Icon wiper blade. If you need it for winter driving, Canadian Tire's got it. The 2014 CFL Player Awards are brought to you by Nissan, official vehicle of the CFL.
This year's winner of the Tom Pate Memorial Award is Randy Chevrier of the Calgary Stampeders. The award is selected annually by the Canadian Football League Players Association and is awarded to a player with outstanding sportsmanship and someone who has made a significant contribution to his team, his community, and association. Randy is a leader and mentor in his locker room as well as his community. He has started his own initiatives, which include a weekly hospital visits program, an anti-bullying campaign, and a Tickled Pink event, which annually raises thousands of dollars for the Canadian Cancer Society. Aside from being a professional athlete, he's a substitute teacher, a high school and youth football coach, as well as a minor hockey coach. The 2014 Hugh Campbell Distinguished Leadership Award recognizes contributions to the Canadian Football League, the game of football, and Canada's sporting culture. This year's recipient is Saskatchewan Roughriders President and CEO, Jim Hopson. The former player turned executive has been at the helm of the Riders since 2005, leading them to 4 Grey Cup appearances and 2 championships. Jim's leadership has helped turn the Roughriders into one of the CFL's model franchises, achieving record profits while continuing to be deeply rooted within its community. The Jake Godar Veterans Award is presented annually to the Canadian Football League player who best demonstrates the attributes of Canada's veterans in times of war, peace, and military conflict. This year's winner is Toronto Argonauts linebacker James Urachuk. He's a player ambassador for the Argos White Ribbon Project, committed to helping end men's violence against women. He's active in the team's Huddle Up bullying prevention program and is known as a fearless special teams leader and linebacker on the field. He champions inclusion in sport, fair play, and safe play, regularly speaking to youth as part of True Sport, created by the Canadian Centre for Ethics in Sport. The 2014 Commissioners Award recipient is the ownership group of the Ottawa Redblacks for their commitment to returning CFL football to the nation's capital. Led by local businessmen and philanthropists Roger Greenberg, Jeff Hunt, John Pugh, John Ruddy and Bill Schenkman. They worked tirelessly over the years to fully develop Lansdowne Park to include the beautiful TD Place Stadium. On July 18th of this year, the Red Blacks played their first home game of the season in front of a sold-out crowd. They would go on to sell out every game of the season.
You know, Chris, it was great to see the commissioner handing out that special award once again to a much-deserving group, the Ottawa Red Black ownership team, that brought football back to the nation's capital.
Matty, let me tell you this about Mark Ohan. I think there's a few things that maybe people don't know. As a commissioner, he was very approachable, very amiable. He interacted with the public with ease. He had no problem taking his message directly to the public. As a businessman, I thought he was pretty business savvy. As a matter of fact, I'd hate to play poker against Mark Ohan. I think he beat me every single time. But one thing I really liked is he was very aware of players' safety. And that issue allows players maybe to have a football career as opposed to a football experience. Overall, Mark Ohan in his time as commissioner of the Canadian Football League has been a success.
Yeah, well said, Shelty. You know, this next category is near and dear to my heart. I know your heart. I'm talking about the most outstanding offensive lineman award. And for the second year in a row, we've got two Canadians up for this award. I'm talking about Brett Jones from the Calgary Stampeders and Jeff Parrott of the Montreal Alouettes.
But you know what? It's getting harder for the Canadian offensive linemen to be recognized because of competition. There's always going to be a place for the offensive lineman being Canadian. But when you look at the ratio and how it is used now, John Cornish is a Canadian. He's a running back. Shea Emery for the Toronto Argonauts, Canadian middle linebacker. Courtney Stevens, cornerback, usually an American position. He's a Canadian. There will always be the Canadian offensive lineman, but guys, it's getting tougher. So you got to start playing even better. Let's see this award.
That's true, Schultz. I tell you, the game is changing. And for more on our nominees, let's hear from Rod Smith.
I'm not doing anything. I just look at these guys. That's what I'm talking about.
Last year, Brett Jones became the first offensive lineman in CFL history to win the Outstanding Rookie Award. And year two was more of the same for the 23-year-old center. Jones led an offensive line that gave up the fewest sacks in the CFL for a second straight year. Calgary also led the league in average rushing yards per game.
That's how you blow!
Montreal's Jeff Parrott anchored an offensive line that helped running back Brandon Whitaker finish first in the East Division in rushing yards.
Right between the tackles this time.
Montreal gave up the second fewest sacks in the CFL this year, as Parrott played all 18 games for the second consecutive year. And the 2014 Most Outstanding Offensive Lineman is Brett Jones.
You know, this means a lot to me. Just guys who've won it before, I'm just honored to be mentioned with them. So definitely, it's a very proud moment, I guess. I just try to go out every week and just get better. And I think I've been able to do that. And just watching the film, I know there's lots for me to keep getting better at. And just excited to keep getting better.
Interception! What a play by Woods! The new tackle king in the Canadian Football League. We'll get bunted 100 all day.
Solomon Elimimian seemed to be in on every defensive play this season for the BC Lions. The linebacker set a new CFL record with 143 tackles. That was an amazing 20% of the team total tackles this season. As a team, the Lions gave up the third fewest points in the CFL this year. Bear Woods lived up to his name this year as he terrorized opposing teams' offenses all season long.
Bear Woods has Sinceri in a bear hug.
Woods had 89 tackles, good for second in the CFL. He also added a career-high 7 sacks and forced 2 fumbles on an Owls defense that gave up the fewest points in the East Division. And the 2014 Most Outstanding Defensive Player is Solomon Elimimian.
It's definitely an honor, a blessing. You know, I'm definitely humbled and just thankful for my teammates and thankful for my family is able to come up here and support me. You know, it's huge. Couldn't have done it without them. Probably because I was getting fined and, you know, a little lighter in the pockets. But you just got to become smarter and understanding that you have to pick and choose when you want to really try to kill somebody. You know, obviously you want to get somebody down, but you know, I feel like the player I've become now, I'm more of a mental player. I'm smarter. I'm able to read offense a lot more. You know, initially when I first came to the league, I was all physical. You know, my thing was just trying to knock somebody out every single play. You know, I might not know where I was going, but, you know, that's the difference between my game in 2010 and my game now.
Still to come on the show, Calgary's John Cornish looks for his third consecutive Most Outstanding Canadian award. Can Hamilton's Ted Laurent win his first, or will Cornish make it a trifecta? Find out next.
We're blowing stacks in the club, stacks in the club, we're blowing stacks in the club.
You boy, what are those?
Wireless beats by Dr. Dre headphones, sir.
I want those indeed.
I'm the ghost of Christmas presents. Wireless headphones. And for everyone else, the latest tablet and hottest smartphone.
It's a miracle.
Those eyebrows are a miracle.
Get awesome gifts this Christmas, like the Xbox One Assassin's Creed Unity Bundle. The source. I want that.
Do you take this man to be your husband?
Oh, she does.
What's wrong with you? Even your hair's a mess. You need Perk Plus 2-in-1. It's shampoo plus conditioner.
Don't be an animal. Use Perk Plus. Keep up with your true self. The 2015 Nissan Rogue.
Is that the new Galaxy Note 4?
Smooth intro, man. And yes, that is the 5.7-inch Note 4. With the best screen we've ever put in a phone. It's big enough for multitasking, so you can get to all the important stuff.
You guys think I should start McCoy?
Yeah, you start McCoy.
Look at the detail.
It has twice the resolution of Full HD. And a super wide lens so you can selfie with, like, everyone.
Do you think you can send that?
Yeah, you gotta give me your number, though.
The big screen phone just got even better. Introducing the Samsung Galaxy Note 4.
Fix auto, the first word that should come to mind after an accident.
Crompton looking to the end zone. Touchdown. Beautiful catch. Woo. Back to pass. Looking deep down the far sideline. Matt Carter. He stretches out. Makes the catch at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 9. But Dressler wide open. First down, and Weston Dressler still loose. And still going. He might score. Touchdown. That has play of the year potential. Thank you, Allen. They're going to throw to Dan Clark. What a catch. Oh, the big man brings it down. Drew Willis stretches it out, and so does Nick Moore. An absolutely spectacular catch. Is that timing, or is that the Eskimo defense? There's a pass down. Picked off. Oh, Ball Willis gets away. Laterals. Gets to the coil. Will score. Third quarter. Burris throws. What a catch. Marcus Henry with a terrific catch. That blows of time, and he guns one. Again downfield. What a catch. Brandon London. He's in the hole. Into the secondary. Parker down. Here we go. Drew Harris. Sanders now. Some razzle-dazzle. Bo Levi Mitchell heaves it downfield, and it is a beautiful touchdown. One right now. The other to move it. What a catch. Did you see that? Going through the reads. Won't take off this time. Looks downfield. Oh, John Child. The catch. Riley firing sideline. Oh, some magic from Nate Kuhorn. Wow. Crompton, play action, deep drop, deep pass, has the man, and making an unbelievable catch is S.J. Green. Brandon Banks, look out, there he goes. No one will catch Brandon Banks. See ya. It's going downfield.
Those are some of the best plays from this season, and to help pick the best play of the year, go to tsn.ca and vote now. Those are some of the plays, Chris. I want to talk about two players, two most outstanding Canadian nominees. And we've got a first-time nominee in Ted Laurent from the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and a guy that's no stranger to this category, the Calgary Stampeders' John Cornish.
Well, first, Teddy Laurent. I describe him as thick and quick. As an interior defensive player, he is a big reason why the Hamilton Tiger Cats are here, representing the East in the 102nd Grey Cup. And, Matt, I got to tell you, I would love to see Ted Laurent get a quarterback sack. You know why? Because he has this little belly dance that he does. He's eating. And he is entertaining when he sacks that quarterback. With John Cornish, seriously, it was a tough year. You think back to the Montreal game, he took the heavy shot. You think to the Winnipeg game, he took the heavy shot. But John Cornish has an opportunity to become the greatest Canadian running back in the history of the Canadian Football League. And all those players around him, they want John Cornish to win this award.
And here's a closer look at our two nominees.
And Laurent with a punishing hit. John Cornish, big run. Cornish now with a blaze of speed.
John Cornish and most outstanding Canadian are becoming synonymous.
And there goes John Cornish, high-stepping, 79 yards of brilliance.
Cornish led the league in rushing for the third straight season with 1,082 yards. He ran for 5 TDs, adding another touchdown reception. Cornish's 1,215 yards from scrimmage was third best in the CFL this year. Hamilton's Ted Laurent had a career year with the Ticats.
There's Ted Laurent back on the scene.
The fourth-year defensive tackle had a career-high 9 sacks and added 24 tackles this season. He was part of a defense that gave up the fewest offensive net yards in the East Division. And the 2014 most outstanding Canadian is John Cornish.
I think it speaks more to the talent of the team that I'm part of. I mean, yeah, I only played a little bit, but they were able to be 15-3, both with and without me. So it's for me, it's truly a recognition of their accomplishment. I'm pretty thankful. You know, 3 times in a row is a lot, but it's definitely something that I never imagined in my life. But to be here today, you know, I'll take it.
Coming up after the break, we will find out who is this year's CFL's most outstanding player. Maurice, in your mind, what is the definition of outstanding?
You're looking at him.
I know I'm looking at. Yes, you are outstanding.
All right. Definition of outstanding is a player who comes through in the clutch, who is consistent, who makes a big play every time, and who's an entertainer, and who looks good doing it.
That's a great definition.
It was the night before, or so the story goes, as the people of this little Belgian town waited for the crowning moment. Nature had other plans. With the help of the masters of the Artois Brewery, a new star was born. Stella Artois, originally brewed as a beautiful holiday gift for the people of living Belgium.
Oh!
Welcome to the Nissan Gift to You sales event, ma'am.
I thought Elf made toys.
Oh, we still make toys!
And Centro. And Pushing Notes.
Everyone's asking for a Nissan.
Even him.
Lose yourself this holiday with Nissan, the fastest growing brand in Canada. Now get a $1,000 gift on top of great low rates.
How'd I earn this Wendy's bacon portobello mushroom melt? I washed and folded my tidy whities.
Helped a friend move. Oh, let's with your niece. Snuck 11 items through the 10 or less lines.
Parallel parked my dad's car just fine.
Meatball, 100 million portobello mushroom melt. Best cheeseburger Adrian's ever had. Rich portobellos, all melty and cheesy. Earning one is deliciously easy. We need nothing.
Come on, you want hot? When your favorite food starts a fight, fight back fast with new Tums Chewies. Tums Chewies is a delicious soft chew that provides fast heartburn relief.
are brought to you by Nissan, official vehicle of the CFL.
It's time for the biggest award of the night, Chris. The CFL's most outstanding player. Yes, and we've got some great nominees. And history could be made tonight because of one Solomon Elimimian.
You know, between Matt Dunnigan and Chris Schultz, we have all the football sayings down, and one of our favorite is, if not now, when? Because when you think about Solomon Elimimian, all the collisions he created, all the collisions he had to absorb, I understand he does not handle the football, but at the same time, when you think of his success, his consistency, he's very deserving of the award. Can someone finally give the MOP to a defensive player? Tonight may be the night.
Yeah, in his competition, Ricky Ray, who's never won this award, he certainly had an outstanding season himself.
Well, you know, Ricky Ray's going to come into this awards night humble because the Toronto Argonauts did not make the playoffs. Don't worry about it, Ricky. You're a quarterback. A quarterback, to me, is the hardest position to master in all of team sports because not only do you have to lead the orchestra, the offense, you have to take care of yourself as an individual player. He has been playing at a high level for so long. He, too, is deserving. Offense, defense, we're going to find out, Matt.
Absolutely. And for a closer look, here's Rod Smith.
Intercepted off the tip, and it is Elimimian. Ray has kept on. He's going, and he's going to score. Are you kidding me?
For the second straight year, Ricky Ray was best in the East.
Ray now goes for the deep shot. He has a man, and he's got a touchdown.
The Argos quarterback led the league in completion, touchdowns, and passing yards, throwing for more than 4,000 yards for the 8th time in his remarkable career. BC's Solomon Elimimian's record-breaking season was impressive to say the least.
Keep walking. Keep walking. We don't know who you are. What's up?
His new record of 143 tackles was 54 more than the next best total in the CFL this year. He added 5 sacks and an interception. He also forced 2 fumbles. And the 2014 most outstanding player is Solomon Elimimian.
Solomon, I know you're all about team awards, but even you admitted you were a little nervous. You wanted this one. What did it mean when they finally called your name?
It's huge. It was humbling. You think about the CFL, you think about the great players, you know, the G. Ward Simons, Anthony Cavillos, Mill Steagles. But on the same side, you think about the great defense players, the Willie Pless, the Dan Kepleys, you know, Alonzo Johnson. Those guys that paved the way to make the CFL great. So, you know, it was a huge compliment to honor them. They came before me, and you know, it was great to have my family and my friends there, as well as my teammates.
Why you and why now? We've had this debate for a while when defensive players have great years. Why can't a defensive player get the MOP? Why were you able to get over that hump?
You know, well, obviously, you know, everybody loves a good offense. We love the quarterbacks, the receivers, and the running backs. But I think this year was a special year. This year was a year that was dominated by the defense. You know, whether it was Edmonton, whether it was the BC Lions, or, you know, even Calgary, or, you know, Montreal or Hamilton. We had a lot of great defense and certainly a lot of great defensive players. So, you know, if it was going to happen this year, it was definitely the right time.
Last thing I'm going to ask you is that record. It probably got you over the hump. What allowed you to get that record?
Most certainly my teammates. Most certainly my teammates. They helped me get the record, and they inspired me to be the best player I could possibly be.
Congrats, Solomon.
Thank you.
All right, that's Solomon Elimimian, the first CFL player ever, predominantly on the defensive side, to win the MOP.
Well, Chris, another great year, and what a way to cap it off. Solomon Elimimian, the year of the defense, and he walks away with the most outstanding player award.
Solomon, on behalf of Matt Dunnigan and Chris Schultz, congratulations. Very deserving of the award. 143 tackles. Now, you know what the BC Lions want you to do next year. 144 tackles. Well done, my man. You deserve that award.
Well, what a great evening. With these awards in the books, there's only one more award that needs to be handed out.
What is that,
and
Matt?
That's this Sunday. That's the Great Cup, and it's going to be seen right here on TSN. Chris and I are both looking forward to it. I hope you are, and we'll see you there.